not open yet, and talk about the business side of interior design. So today I am going to be having a little Sancerre. This is something I can't pronounce, but I'll show it to you anyway. Good? Good. All right, cool. So I'm going to open this. I would love it if you would comment for me where you're joining us from. If you're having a cocktail, tell me what you're drinking. If you're not, maybe tell me what you're thinking, right? Drinking or thinking. Those are the comment prompts for today and where you're coming from. Awesome. Hi, good to see you. All right. Yay, love it. Trying not to stab myself with the little knife to remove the top. What can I say? All right, so I hope you all have been having an awesome week. It is not Wednesday, it's Thursday. I actually had to look at my calendar because it's the twilight zone right now where I am. You know, it's good like that. Why is it the twilight zone? Because we are in standard open enrollment, and it's always a little bananas for us when we are in standard mode. What does standard open enrollment mean? It means that you can join the standard for only 2 weeks a year, and this is the week. So if you are thinking about being a part of the interior design standard, this is it, kids. This is it for 6 more months. So jump on and come get involved. We are having the most fun, seriously. My standard members, I know you're out there. Give me a little shout out if you are. I think we can say with all, confidence that they are enjoying the program. They are getting a ton out of it. They are getting to know one another, and they are, bottom line, leveling up their businesses across the board, day in and day out. So listen, if you're a standard member and you're out there design sipping with us, pop it into the comments. Let us know if it is, if the standard has been worth it for you, if it's been all good, if it's been the right decision. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, so on today's episode, if I ever get the wine open, because I'm chatting and opening and doing and trying not to hurt myself at the same time. On today's episode, we are talking about what's included in the standard. What we realized, we just did a whole bunch of chit chats and conversations with members and with existing members of the standard, alumni, people who've already taken it, done it, whatever. And we had one of our big comments was, what was your hesitation? I'm really taking I'm slow playing my wine bottle here today, kids. Anyway, what was your hesitation before buying the standard? And so many of our members, now we're talking wine poured, people. Cheers. Oh, that's damn good. I've been on this Sancerre. I still can't say it, but I want to tell you about it because it's that good. I've been on this kick where I've had the same damn bottle of wine every week for a while. And I finally said to hubby, I was like, yo, when you go to the wine store, don't buy a case of the same thing. The variety is the spice of life, people. Give me some options. I need options. Anyway, thank you, hubby, for the wine. And what I was saying was, what were your hesitations before you joined the standard? And what we got from a lot of our members was they just weren't sure how much was going to be inside the standard. They just weren't sure what comes with it, right? And it's one of the struggles we've had in marketing a program that is conceptual in nature, right? It's templates and it's processes, it is programming, there's videos that walk you through it, there's downloads, but it's hard to get your head around just how much is in there, right? We can say it's jam-packed, we can say it's every single thing that I use to run my business, but what does that mean, right? So what we love to hear is on the other side of it, so many wonderful testimonials, which we're sharing out on social media and we've got out there in the world about just how blown away our members have been about how much is in the standard of just how many templates and how much clarity and how not just here's the flat fee calculator, but here's exactly how to use it step by step by step. Not just reference your data, but let's walk through that, handhold all the way through anything to do with numbers, because we all know that numbers can be tough. So, okay, good. Yes. Thank you, Jay, for the wine supply. All right. So, let's dive in. I know that there is stuff to talk about, right? Yeah? Good, 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 good. Okay, so here's what we've got going on. Such good stuff. Inside the standard, we have a brand new Get Started module. Never seen before. Put it together between launches, right? The purpose of this module is to make sure that you hit the ground running. When you buy the standard, that you know exactly how to get started, right? What to do first, where you're going. It outlines a little bit more about like what all is in the standard so that you can start to block time. You can start to think about who on your team is going to go through it with you. Or we've heard from members who have picked a team member and said, this is your pet project for the next 6 weeks. Digest it, figure out how we're going to get this implemented into our firm. We've heard from members that they have hired freelancers whose sole role only is to implement the standard in their firm, customize all those templates to their firm. So tons of ways to make this work for you. Of course, there's other members who are just implementing it all themselves, absorbing it, taking their time with it. Whatever works for you. But definitely this getting started module will help you understand what's coming and help you make that plan. So inside of there is a link to our table of contents, an incredible brand spanking new FAQ vault. It is chock full of all the things that everyone has been asking about the standard inside and out. So that's both potential client or potential members and also potential members inside of the standard. So in addition to that, which has happened naturally, but we're going to try to help facilitate a little bit more so that we can make sure that everybody who wants to get involved in an accountability group finds their people, is an accountability sign-up sheet. So for those standard members who are less likely to just get in the Facebook group and say, hey, I need to build a tribe. I'm looking for people with 5 years in business, 10 years in business, $1 million in revenue, whatever, find your people, right? Or just an Outlook that's like this. This will give us a spreadsheet where people can, if they want, totally optional, they can put in whatever metrics feel relevant to them. Maybe they don't want to connect with somebody else based on revenue or location. They want to connect based on something else, right? So whatever that feels right for them. It's going to be a whole network of people that are also looking for accountability. So awesome. And then, of course, links to our Facebook group. So you have a Facebook group, your own kind of closed private community when you're going through the standard. And then in addition, as a bonus, right now we have you moving on to sort of our alumni group. So anyone who's been through the standard all goes into one big group. And so that's just a limited time bonus, but a super fun way. We're not quite, we call it a limited time bonus because we're not quite sure where that's headed. And as it grows, it also grows in, what do you call it? Needing to be serviced, right? So needing to be looked upon, needing to be looked over. So we're not sure where that's headed, but for right now, it's a bonus that you'll move to that, that alumni Facebook group. And then also a link to submit any questions. So we're giving you the community, we're giving you the table of contents, we're giving you the FAQ vault filled with amazing questions. And if you still need more assistance and you still need more help and you still have a question after all of those amazing resources that are just jam-packed in there, then there's a link and a very clear way to submit your questions so that we can make sure that everything is covered. So we have your back. We really want you to succeed. There's no rising together if you don't get through the material and you don't get a chance to implement. So that is our number one goal, is to not just get you in there and get you going, but to get you all the way through successfully. Okay, so cheers to that. And then we're gonna, talk more, drink more, talk more, drink more. It's design sips after all. And this is some really good wine. I like it. Throughout the program, we also include Asana templates that help you implement each module of the standard. So we really do want you to succeed, and we want you to get this implemented. So we're trying to, we're trying to systematize the implementation of the standard as much as possible to make it as drop-in as possible for you, that you open the doors to the standard and you start implementing it right in your firm. So again, every single module that you have has an Asana template that you can say, okay, do this first check, do that second check. And of course, if you're smart, you're turning on your Asana hack, and there are like really fun rainbow unicorns flying across your screen when you complete tasks. Because why wouldn't you turn that on? Like, that's a whole episode. We would really need to dig into understand what's going on with you that you wouldn't want rainbows to fly across your screen. Unicorn rainbows shooting across your screen when you complete a task. That seems obvious. Anyway, we'll figure that out soon. All right, so we are going to dive into the content of the standard a little bit more, and I'm going to walk you through it. So stick with me, and of course, we'll post this so that you can kind of review and see all of what's in the standard, because I know it is a lot of content to get through. So I'm going to stop doing my asides and talking about rainbow unicorns, even though they're amazing, and we're going to jam through. But not so fast that we can't take a little moment and cheers. Okay, so what's inside the interior design standard? Open now for enrollment. Jump on board. You know it's time for your business to raise up. What do you get? You get module number 1, tools and tech. What's included in tools and tech? I'm going to tell you. That is our top line meeting agenda, our once a week meeting with our entire team, exactly what we go over. That is our Google Calendar strategy. Yes, your calendar needs a strategy, trust me. We've optimized hours. We just did our big Google Calendar revamp and strategy session. We did it last year. And as soon as it was totally locked down, of course, we turned right around and added that to the standard. So whenever we do something new, hire a new consultant, go and get some little bit of our business up-leveled, we turn right around and share it with our standard members, of course. What else would we do with that information? So detailed videos of how to use Asana. That is huge, people. Now, you don't have to use Asana to do the interior design standard, but man, oh man, when you see those rainbows and those unicorns, you might reconsider it. But I do highly suggest you use some sort of task management system that will help you, that has repeatable tasks, that can allow you to assign tasks back and forth. This really will help you manage your design business because there are a ton of details. I mean, interior design is literally details after details after details. So if you don't have all of your T's crossed and your I's dotted, it could be really stressful. And we don't like that. We don't like stress. It's no fun. Okay, so keep it going. We also have the Google Drive organization. So we have our entire firm on a Google Drive, and it is so amazing that we can just easily, in the palm of our hand, while standing in a stone yard, I can get to any image about any project that I want to show a client. So I can show them how we used that stone in the past on a different project. I can show them some of the existing finishes for the bathroom that we're renovating. Whatever I need, I can put my fingers on because it's that organized. While standing on a job site or in a stone yard in front of a client. That's the level of organization I want to get you to as well. Okay, cheers to module 1 and getting like crazy super organized. It makes me so happy. You guys, I think Marie Kondo and I were sisters in a former life with the like joyfully getting rid of crap, like and just obsessively organizing and then just being so like giddy from it. So anyway, don't tell Marie Kondo because she might think I'm weird. Okay, module 2, what is inside the interior design standard? Well, I'm going to tell you everything, right? Module 2 is design agreement, pricing, and finances. Cheers to that. Cheers to someone giving us a big community conversation around our design agreement, how to price design projects, and how to make sure that our finances are in control. Let's do it. I just cheers to myself, by the way. I apologize. I'm getting a little cheeky, punchy, something. It could be all just drinking alone in a room. You never know. Okay, so let's dive in. What's in there besides the design agreement? I don't know, because Sarah has to scroll the page up. Okay, so in addition to our design agreement, we have the sales presentation template that you can edit. So if you haven't been there yet, go check out interiordesignstandard.com, our demo module, that free example module that's out in the world for you right now, live, is our sales presentation. It is the beautiful version of our design agreement presented to our clients. And I do that presentation for you as my gift to you at interiordesignstandard.com. But inside the standard, if you remember the standard, I not only share that presentation with you, which is already out because it's an example module, I give you the exact presentation so that you can open it and you can swap out my images for your images, and you can swap out your logo for my logo, and you can tweak the language so that it fits your firm just perfectly. So Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you seeing where this is going? Not just all the good ideas, but the good ideas as easy for you to grab and take and run in with your firm and get up and running as fast as humanly possible. That was our goal. How quickly can I get these people this information, but to have it be working in their firm as fast as possible, right? Efficiency, obsessed. That's our story. Okay, what else do you get inside Module 2 of the Interior Design Standard? You get step-by-step on how to determine your fees and all the tools that come along with that flat fee calculator. So it's, like I said, videos, it's case studies, it's examples of how to go back and get your data, examples of how this is all going to work out. All the way through the standard, we created an example project as well. Madeline Grace, my daughter's middle names. And Madeline Grace, the client, goes through the whole program so that you have an example. And it's really great, especially with the fee calculator. To see it actually in action really helps everybody out. So cheers to that. Cheers. What else? We have templates after templates after templates. So email templates for a million little things, but one of them that we know our designers are using a ton, language to transition existing clients from an hourly program to the new flat fee model, okay? So I transitioned all of my existing clients over to flat fee when I had my dark night of the soul and redid my life and got my business under control. This was incredible. And I have to tell you, every single client that I went to and said, we're gonna do it differently, we're gonna do a flat fee instead, literally was like jumping up and down. They were so thrilled. Nobody wants the meter running, I have no idea what this is gonna cost me, waterboarding from receiving never ending time bills, right? Nobody likes that. They might say they'll deal with it, but they don't like it. What they would love is to know exactly how much is this gonna cost me in exchange for exactly what am I gonna get. More clarity, more clarity, more clarity. Clients really, really, really want that. If you pay attention to any of those big interior design surveys in our industry, you can see that across the board. Clients want more clarity. They want to know what they're getting and what it's going to cost them, period. So that is what we give them all day long, because the standard is really about happy clients, because that's what makes doing interior design joyful, right? Happy clients make us happy. Okay, so cheers to that. What else do we have? Does anybody have anything yummy that they're drinking? Do you guys want to tell me about it? I wish I could pour you all a glass of the Sancerre. I would really like to. It's that good. Okay, so wealth manifestation resources. So what I commonly refer to as a budget, I call wealth manifestation spreadsheet. And here's why. A budget is limiting, right? A budget has a negative connotation. But when I open up my finances and I'm looking at my weekly numbers, my monthly numbers, my annual numbers, my goals, all of it, when I'm setting all of that up, I'm excited because I am manifesting my own personal wealth, right? It's all at how we look at it. It really is. It's so important to shift your perspective. It's so, so important to shift from, I don't like numbers, I'm afraid of numbers, to the numbers are your wealth, right? The numbers are about you having the money to go on vacation. The numbers are about you having the money to open up a studio, to hire your next employee, to do your own house as the perfect example of your design vision, right? Don't shy away from the numbers, lean into them. You have to think about them differently. You got to get in love with the numbers, and we're going to try to help you figure out how inside the standard. All right, and then we also have an incredible bonus lesson from Peter Lang. He is the designer CPA. He really loves the numbers, and he will help you feel less anxiety about them as well. He's very calm and fabulous. You're gonna love Peter's bonus. Okay, chop chop people. What are we doing for module 3 in the interior design standard? That's right, today Design Tips is all about all the things that are inside the standard, because what we hear from our members once they're in the standard is they couldn't have imagined that there was this much coming to them, right? They're just overwhelmed by how much information, and not overwhelmed in a bad way, overwhelmed in like a, oh my gosh, this was so worth it, why didn't I do it last time kind of way. but we wanted to go through it with you because we may as well just tell you everything. Hi guys, what's going on? Okay, so module 3, potential client process. So we not only give you our process for running a design project top to bottom, we also give you our very detailed and carefully considered process for potential clients. Nailing those incredible, high value, kind, amazing clients, really important to design firms, right? So this process is super important too. So that potential client process is in an Asana template, walking you through step by step by step. And that is, our templates handle both in-person and virtual potential client processes, depending on what you're running. All right, we also have a lead nurture email series example. That's a whole lot of words. Let me break it down. So a lead nurture email series is a series of emails that we send to a potential client when they reach out to our firm and let us know that they're interested in working with us. They get a series of emails that helps us introduce our firm to them. So it's a wonderful way to onboard potential clients, introduce yourself, and market to them as well. So we not only tell you how to do the lead nurture series, we give you the actual templates that we use for our actual clients. Again, they are grab and go. You grab them, make them your own, right? Put in your own flavor, your own voice, your own style, your own logo, and take them and run. Turn right around and set up an email series so that you can capture every single lead and really nurture them to be making the sale. It's so important and it's so valuable. All right, let us have a glass of wine, shall we? Who is with me? Okay, so in the potential client, I share everything I bring to sorry, I'm reading this like what? I share everything that I bring to a potential client meeting. So when I do a virtual potential client meeting, I'm obviously in my office and I have a whole PDF presentation ready to scroll through together, share my screen, etc. If I am going to a potential client meeting, then I have a whole program on what I'm taking with me. So copy of the design agreement, my iPad that I'm scrolling through to give them the presentation if we're together in the room, and then all the details of like what you would bring to that meeting. So very, very cool. And again, depending on how you're doing it and where you are and where things are, how things are in your world. Okay, other things in the potential client meeting or the potential client module, incredible bonus from Luann Nigera on closing the sale. So just like a little something extra, you have Luann in your ear telling you exactly how to ask for that sale. Incredible. Such a good value. And I'm so appreciative, again, of all of our bonus participants and the value that they add. Okay, last but not least, in module 3, potential client module, you get our lead tracker template to show you how to analyze data to influence for future decisions. So again, we have a lead tracker. So any potential clients are a lead, right? And we have this tracker template that helps us understand where do they come from? How did they hear about us? How did they get involved in our company? Did they come through a quiz? Did we meet them at an event? Did we, did they click through on an email that we sent out? Like, how did they come to be a part of our world? And that can really help you decide where you're going to spend your next marketing dollar, right? You should always be looking at the past to predict the future. And so you should be analyzing data to make decisions on where you're headed next. All right, awesome. Okay, let us cheers, because it's Design Sips. And if we don't take a wine break every now and again, it's just me talking to you. That'd be boring, wouldn't it? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so what is included in the interior design standard? I am walking it through module by module, and we are at module 4, project process. So this is the big mama, right? This is our full service project process. It's in an Asana template. You literally click download, import that into Asana. If you don't use Asana, you can cut and paste that data out into whatever task management program you use. If you don't have a task management program yet, I beg of you, give Asana a try. It is truly incredible. And the version that we use and have used for many, many moons is free. Now, they ask us to upgrade a lot to the paid version, and they have a lot of amazing bells and whistles in the paid version, But thus far, I have not felt it was 100% necessary. So not only am I giving you one-click download into your business, I'm also giving you a resource that doesn't cost you any additional money and literally will change your life, not just because of the rainbow unicorns. Okay? Trust me, go check out the unicorns. All right, next up, pipeline template. So this is an Excel file or a Google Sheet, depending on what you use. You can download it whichever way. And it is our project pipeline, right? So it shows every client and the typical links of the projects. Now, of course, we adjust those links to the projects to match reality because God knows typical links of projects don't count anymore. But we can see when we'll be wrapping up a project, when I need to be need to be on site for installations. We can see when we're going to be available to start a new project. So pipeline management and really understanding how much work is left, where you have things, where you can go from here. You are going to get it all inside the standard. All right, what else? You get our design questionnaire. This questionnaire is what we use with every single client as we're onboarding them. They can take it and, mull it over, have their own glass of wine with their partner, talk through decisions and fill it out. Or if they prefer, I set a meeting and fill it out with them together online or virtually. No, those are the same thing. Online or in person. Those are different things. Okay, good. We should drink wine now, right? Design questionnaire, but the part about this design questionnaire that's so good is that it has had me banging on it for 15 years. So what that means is every time that I ran into a client issue, and I am a person who will go back and edit things. Like when something blows up in my face, I can stomp around and get a little pissed for a minute, and be like, oh, God damn it. Oh, did I just swear online? Sorry, guys. And I can stomp around and be a little upset, but then my inclination and my nature is to go back and fix it, right? Go back far enough in my process and go find that spot where I could have done it better. I could have asked one more question. Not only what colors do you like, but what colors do you dislike, right? That was a big one. Seems obvious in hindsight, but it's really important to ask. Things like wallpaper, not so much, love it or hate it, it's really important to have like a spectrum as well. So the design questionnaire is crazy detailed because it needs to be, because it is saving my booty time and time again, and it'll save yours too. All right, keeping it moving. What else is inside the interior design standard? The project update example. Oh, okay. I'm like, what the heck is that? Project updates, weekly emails that we send every single Friday, come hell or high water, to every single client who's open and working with our firm. So those Friday updates are everything, okay? They are where all week long, they're open in Asana for the entire team to add to, right, and modify. And then I look at them one more time before they go out. It's really important that they get that final glance from me because I know what's going on with our program. And it's also incredible for all of us as we go through the week and we think, oh, I should get that information from the client, or I need a decision on this or that. My dog is really upset. I apologize, guys. I think someone rang my doorbell. All week long, we're collecting information there, and then I'm just putting it into like a cleanup at the end of the week, and off it goes to the client. Incredible. And it goes out every Friday. They have the weekend to mull it over and get back to us. And by Monday morning, most of the time, we have all the input that we need to keep it moving. So it's just a beautiful way to have clean, beautiful conversation with our clients. And when you standardize communication to that level, things really change, because all of a sudden you have a client who just knows they're going to hear from you every Friday. So they stop emailing you constantly asking for updates because they know it's coming this Friday and it's always updated. So that is huge. All right. I'm going to drink wine and try to see if my dog will stop being crazy. No. Okay. Let's work through it. Let's work through it. Okay. Agenda and meeting note templates for every single meeting in our process. I love this. Okay. So I create this incredible resource, right? It's an agenda for a meeting, but they're already written because the conceptual design meeting has the same intention every single time I do it with every single client. And so does the detailed design meeting, and so does the wrap up, right? So then my agenda becomes my meeting minutes, right? Because I know what we're going to talk about, and we type our meeting minutes right into that agenda, transition the title on it, and send it out that Friday in the project update with the meeting notes from that, meeting that we had. So again, CYA, you guys know that acronym? Cover your ass. This is a very swear-heavy design tips. I apologize. Wow, can't make words. Apologies. But meeting minutes, if you're having an in-person touch base and you're just talking things through, you need to capture that, write it down, date it, who was there, who was in the room, what happened, and issue those meeting minutes that same week. Now, the onus is on the people that are in that meeting to respond to you and make corrections if they don't feel that that meeting was captured appropriately. That is now a legally binding conversation, right? It's a piece of data that you actually can use to say, no, we made a decision on September 3rd to do blah, 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 right? So sucks to have to even think about covering your ass, but you need to, because if you stay in business long enough, you need to. It's all in the standard. It's all there for you. Okay, typical room list. We heard this request for the first time we went live, that they really wanted to understand a typical room list. Like, what are all the things that go into a typical living room, and just an example room list and an example budget that goes with that. Now, of course, you're going to take that example room and you're going to make it your own. You're going to make that budget your own, and you're going to make the items that you put into a room your own, because your design is your unique vision. But we can get you started, right? We can get you kicked off and at least get the conversation started. So awesome. We have an example of design meeting deliverables. So not only are we telling you what you'll be talking about in that meeting, telling you the process to get to the meeting, but an example of exactly what the presentation should look like for every single design meeting. This one's huge, huge, huge. Request for quote templates. So when I say request for quote templates, I don't mean like, dear trade, please quote the following, : blank. I mean a very specific and detailed template for a request for stone, a request for glass, a request for a window treatment, but not just a window treatment, a flat Roman shade, panel draperies, woven wood shades, solar roller shades, motorized solar roller shades. The list goes on and on. Custom upholstery, custom case goods, all the things. So again, 15 years in business, 20 years in this industry, I have requested a lot of quotes. And there's a lot of feedback from our vendors and trades over these last 20 years that they always need a little bit more info. And I'm the kind of person that just goes back to my template and updates it as I go, right? So now I've got this template for these requests for quotes that have been built over time and vetted over time, and now are part of our industry standard. Okay, what else do we have? A selection schedule template. So selection schedule, I like mine to live right in my CAD documents, on a plumbing page or lighting page, etc. We also built them out, because we don't really give CAD templates out. We built them out in an Excel or Google Sheets file so that you can take it and drop it into your Excel, or keep it in Google Sheets and Excel if you prefer, if that's more comfortable for you. However you want to do it. At the end of the day, you need to get it into the hands of all your trades and vendors, contractors, and you need to get a printed, dated copy onto the job site that everyone can reference. Okay, that's the most important part about these schedules, is that everybody can easily find what sconce gets put on that wall versus what sconce gets put on that wall, right, at the touch of their fingers. All right, expediting report template. So expediting is pain in your booty. Anyone having like a lot of fun with expediting right now? Anyway, we've done it for a long time. We have the report and the templates ready for you. So of course we share all that too. Another big thing that we have learned by falling on our face many times, job site expectations. So we post expectations on the job. For instance, booties or take your dirty shoes off before you walk in a client's home. Don't you ever park in our client's driveway. That is for them. They have to do drop off and pick up and go to work and come home and use the street, for crying out loud. Anything staying gets covered and protected, right? We never set tools down on someone's piece of furniture. Like, all the things that seem so obvious that you should never have to say, we put them into a sign and tape it to the wall when we're on a job site, and we have it ready for you too. Okay, same thing, punch list template. So every job is a punch list. I tell every potential client this. Yours will too. And we have a very concise way of managing it. We know what to do. We know how to handle it. We work it through. I give this to you. Okay? That is module 4, people. That is one of the biggies. That's the hello, holy mackerel, full project process. Let's have a cocktail and let's take a minute because we have a couple more modules still to do, if you can believe it. I think you can. Cheers. All right. Hit me with a little something if you're cheersing too. Hi guys, what's going on? Okay, module 5, vendors and trades. So we have our email template that we use to get deeper discounts with vendors and trades. So important to keep your pricing at reasonable retail, buy at discounted pricing to the trade only, right? Now, you can just take that little discount that they give you, or you can try to push it down. The further you push down, the more money in between. What do we talk about? The more money in between, the more money for you to pay your team, to recruit amazing talent, the more money for you to open that studio, hire a new assistant, go on an incredible vacation, finish your home in your specific and beautiful design aesthetic so that you can have it photographed. And finally, share your ultimate design vision with the world, because maybe your clients haven't been willing to take that on, but you know, if you had the money in your pocket, you could make this something just totally incredible at your own home. Well, that difference, that spread is how we get there, okay? So that email template for deeper discounts is really important. Also, our trade agreement template. So we work with a lot of trades, and when we have them on our job sites, we want to set expectations up front and have them agree to them. So for instance, that job site poster about wear your booties and protect the finishes, that's also in our trade agreement, that when you come to our job site, these are the expectations. This is what it means to us to work together. So it's a way for us to communicate very clearly and in writing what we expect the professionalism to be on our job sites. It's crazy important. Okay, that was it. Vendors and trades. Succinct. I like it. I'm still gonna have a cocktail though, a little sip of one anyway. We are on to module 6, business backend. So that's all the stuff that happens in a business that doesn't pertain to the front of the house, the interior design. Admin, HR, PR, Asana templates, all the things are happening in the business, right? This is the part where no matter, I guess this is my little saying, right? If you're like scared out of your wits to hire a lawyer, go negotiate business insurance, deal with HR, hire a team, sign up for payroll, market your business. Like if you're not shouting from the rooftops, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? You are in business for yourself. So if you have any shyness or any hesitation about getting out there and getting in front of people, drop that off at the door and then come on in and sit back down. Like, how about go and drop that somewhere else, right? You are an entrepreneur. You are a CEO. The only way forward to a successful business is to suck it up, get the lawyer, get the CPA, get somebody who's going to do payroll, handle your marketing, get comfortable with marketing, get comfortable with your mug out in the world, because you are your business. If your design aesthetic is set up that way, right? If your design business is set up as you, then you need to get comfortable with being out there. Do I always feel like being the face of my business? Oh no, heck no. But you know what? That's what I signed up for. And if I decide I don't want to do the payroll, I don't want to do the lawyers, I don't want to talk to insurance people and HR people and PR people, and I just don't, then I would make an incredible lead designer in someone else's firm. And that's where I belong. Okay? So own it. Like if you want to be in business for yourself, own it. You have got to step up and take it to the level of CEO. Okay? All right, so in module 6, business backend, we don't take it lightly, very serious running a business. So we have a lot of important information in here. Again, things like, and then things that are lighter and brighter. You know, we have shopping links to our favorite office supplies for setting up an incredible design studio and really running a great and efficient team. Like, for instance, I have these amazing, huge calendars that really help me map out the next couple of months, huge, amazing whiteboard that I do my top line meeting on. And I know like the next 3 things for every single client, like boom, boom, boom. Here's like the next thing that's going to move this project forward. And then we have all kinds of really important resources, like a huge, hefty, massive undertaking was creating an employee handbook for our business. And it was a 3-month initiative that part of our administrative staff took on, of course, with me fully involved. That is handed to you just like that, right? So something that we took a ton of time, consultants, lawyers, and a ton of internal time went to something, and it's right there for you. It's just download and it's in your business. That's the beauty of the standard. We have job listings for every role that we've ever had in our business, as well as roles and responsibilities for those jobs, as well as job posting templates for all of those jobs. So we are going to get you every which way, as much information as we can. And again, if we feel like we've written it down, done it, refined it, we're going to share it with you. That's the whole goal, right? Is to bring everyone along. Anything that we put a ton of time and effort into, we're going to share. That's just our nature. So we also have employee agreements because, again, we've spent a ton of time and energy and lawyer fees on making sure that those are tight and right. And so here they are for you. This is why the standard is valued at $30,000. We're selling it for under $4,000 because we want our industry to rise up together. We don't want it to be unreachable. We don't want it to be for this very select few. We really do want you all to have access to this. So we've priced it far, far, far under the market value of all of these different resources. If they were all individually priced, we've done the work with consultants, again, where it would be a $30,000 product. But my goal was to give you the complete package and to have it be something that we could spread wider across our industry. Each one of us runs a better business, right? We're more respected, and then the entire industry can rise up together. And I truly believe that we're better together, and that collaboration is a huge, huge important part of improving our industry, truly. All right. Okay. So what else? All the HR docs you could ever imagine, performance reviews, just organization charts, employee termination templates. You got to do that right too, and all the steps that go into it. Letter of recommendation for when an employee does move on, and you want to give them that support and love, because listen, people don't stay forever. You got to roll with that too. Okay, so there's more. Now we get into marketing. So now we're going to help you understand how we've systematized marketing and made it something that's digestible and doable. We have definitely worked with outside sources for marketing and different consultants and things like that. We also toggle back and forth. Right now, we're doing everything in-house. But with the, tapping incredible people and then bringing it back in, and tapping incredible people and bringing it back in. So we do a lot of it ourselves, and we do have a lot of expert knowledge from all the times that we have tapped experts. So an Instagram strategy template, just incredible. Your mind will be blown by the just like systemization and batching that we do for our social media, and we share that all with you. We have our GoPro portfolio checklist. So it's a way for you to see, how do you get to a portfolio that looks that tight and right and in alignment with your brand? Well, we've put that into a system, of course. And then an incredible bonus, Automating for Success with Nicole Heimer. She is my ultimate guru when it comes to all things web marketing, email, nurture series, all the things. So Nicole has graced us with her presence with an incredible bonus, and you're going to love it, and you will love her. She's incredible. Okay, that's it, my people. That is the short, long, drinky version of all of what is in the standard, and it's not a small list. Everything that I said here today is not just a blip, it's a full download document. It's a full, video explanation that goes with it. Like, there is so much inside the standard for you. You just need to get in there and start looking around, because it is incredible and it is filled to the gills. Now, on the other side of it, like I said, I know you're a busy entrepreneur. I know you don't have time to go down a rabbit hole and have homework and whatnot. It needs to be like go, go, go. And that's what it is. We put a ton of effort into making sure that this was like click download, click save as, like go, 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 go. I don't want you ever having to sit there and retype something, right? Or dream something up. I want you to just keep moving. So that's how we built the standard. And it's really, for me, it's like, I just want to give that to our industry. I want all of us to have all of what we've learned over the last 15, 20 years. So our struggle, our hiccups, our stub toes, all of the little things that we have tripped over and figured out and fixed. It seemed just insane for me to keep it all in this one little design firm, right? The idea that I would have these incredible strategy sessions, have this incredible interaction with clients and learning lessons, and have these incredible insights from my lawyer and my coach, and not share them with you, it just was inconceivable to me. So that is how the standard was born. That's where the standard is going. It is, it's about community, and it's about improvement, and it's about all rising together. Cheers. All right, y'all. This was Design Sips. This was a big one. It's all about all the things inside the standard. I'm Sandra Funk. I appreciate your time today very, very much, and I will see you next week. Bye.